This time we are given an equation and we need to substitute into the equation to find the other variable. An equation like y is equal to x squared minus 4x has two variables. The variables are x and y. That equation there tells us that we can find y if we know x. So given x, you can find y. And you can work in reverse. If you are given y, you can actually find x. Right, so that is what we are doing today. In the first question, it says the equation y is equal to x squared minus 4x is given. So we need to find out what the value of y will be if the value of x is equal to -2. Y depends on x, so y is called the dependent variable and x is called the independent variable. So if x is -2, we can find y. And this is what we do. We just need to substitute. Wherever there is x, we put a -2. Please take note, if x is negative, then that negative number should be put inside a bracket before we square it there. And that is -4 multiplied by -2. Now you can simplify that. -2 all squared will give you 4. -4 multiplied by -2 will give you +8. And so the answer will be equal to 12. So if x is -2, then y is equal to 12. You can actually show these two values together in what we call an ordered pair, which means you can write your value of x first. X is always first. So if x is -2, then y is equal to 12. So this is the same picture, but we are giving our numbers now as an ordered pair. Right, let's look at B. We are still given the same thing, y equals x squared minus 4x. But this time we know the value of y. It says y is equal to 0. So what is x? So we substitute there. Where there is y, we put a 0. And so we end up with an equation. And that equation is 0 equals x squared minus 4x. Right? You will notice that that equation is a quadratic equation because there is an exponent of 2 there. And this one already, the left-hand side is equal to 0, so that's okay. And in grade 9, we shall be solving quadratic equations using factorization. We need to factorize x squared minus 4, therefore. Please don't confuse this one with difference of 2 squares. This is not difference of 2 squares because of that x there. So here we just need to take out the highest common factor. And the highest common factor is x. So if x is moved outside the brackets, then we remain in there with x minus 4. And now, it means either x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. And so we have two values of x here. So these are the two values of x. If they ask you to write your numbers as an ordered pair, then we'll have two ordered pairs here. The first one, when x is 0, we know that y will also be equal to 0. The second one is when x is 4, y will also be equal to 0. So these are called ordered pairs. So we have two sets of ordered pairs in this case. Right, so this question here is not different from this one. This is exactly the same thing. The only difference is that we are drawing tables. You see, we really want to visualize our problems in many different forms. It's okay to look at an algebraic equation like that, but it is also good to interpret that using a table. So this table here should not give you any problems, because this is exactly the same thing that we did earlier on. So we are given, in this case, the equation is y equals 3x minus 6. The question says complete the following table, and we will complete that table using substitution. And then it says write down the ordered pairs. So ordered pairs, you start with x followed by y. So these are the ordered pairs. So clearly you can see for the first one, x will be negative 2. So the question is, what is y when x is negative 2? So you substitute into the equation. So copy your equation down, y equals 3x minus 6. Then where there is x, we put a minus 2, which means 3 multiplied by negative 2 minus 6. And this will give us minus 6 minus 6, which is equal to minus 12. So what is the ordered pair for this part? The ordered pair should be negative 2, because x is negative 2 there, and y is negative 12. So this is the first ordered pair. Okay, we're done with the first part. Now in this second part, we are given y, and we need to work out x. And we are substituting that into the same equation. The same equation, y is equal to 3x minus 6. Now, where there is y, we put a minus 9. So minus 9 is equal to 3x minus 6. We need to find x. And so let's move the negative 6 to the other side. If you do that, you will get a minus 9 plus 6 is equal to 3x, which gives us negative 3 is equal to 3x. If you divide by 3 both sides, you will get x is equal to minus 1. Then remember the question says write down the ordered pair. So x is negative 1 and y is negative 9. So this is an ordered pair. Okay. The other one, still the same thing. Y is equal to 3x minus 6. But this time, we are given that x is 0. So what is y? So we can find y by replacing x with 0. All right? And that will simplify to y equals negative 6. And so what is the ordered pair? The ordered pair for that one, x is 0 and y is negative 6. Right, I hope you get it. You can do the last one. The last one there is y equals 3x minus 6. But we are looking for x. We know y. Y is equal to 3. So what is x equal to? Rearrange, bring the negative 6 to the other side. So this is now 3 plus 6, which is equal to 3x, which is 9 equals 3x. Divide by 3 both sides. You will get 3 is equal to x. And you can write down your ordered pair. X is 3 and y is also equal to 3. All right, so later on, these ordered pairs will be used to draw the graph of that equation. Every equation actually represents a graph.